What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another One Punch Man World video. Alright guys, while this is playing, I want to talk to you guys about some of the biggest mistakes people are making in this game and how to avoid them and how to take advantage of some of the more positive things that are going on that you may not know about. So first off, we're going to talk about memories and wills. The worst thing you could possibly do for memory and will, guys, is to auto-equip. Never, ever, ever auto-equip. Understanding your units, understanding what kind of memory, what kind of stats, what kind of wills they need, what kind of traits you should put on them is going to make a world of difference with your progression, especially in modes that matter, where credits are provided to you, where world silver is provided to you, and also you get a lot of leaderboard rewards for being higher up in the ranks, right? And I'm specifically talking about Maelstrom. So understanding how to build your units using memory and will is going to take you way, way further than auto-equipping. So please, guys, for the love of God, stop auto-equipping your characters for their wills and memories. You are ruining it for you. I will create a will. I already created a will and memory guide. Go check that out if you have not. It will explain to you the general basis. Eventually, I will actually push further and create one of those even more for you guys with the brand new showcases I do for characters. And I'll explain to you which wills and memories are best for what characters. Okay, so rule number one, never, ever, ever do that. Okay. All right, guys. Number two, Team EXP. This one is very, very important. Now, a lot of people don't know this, and I'm going to explain this to you guys so you guys, everyone's clear. This right here actually has a cap. Yes, there is a cap for daily EXP. You can earn 1,200 EXP through commissions and joint actions each day. So joint actions and commissions, I'm going to talk about those, of which 800 comes from double EXP gain. So you guys can see here, 800 of this first EXP until 800 is going to be double. And then after that, you're only going to go back down to regular EXP after the original 800. So for the next 400 EXP, you're getting it cut by half, okay? Once you hit the 1,200, guys, stop. Stop doing commissions. Stop doing joint story modes. You will not get any more EXP and you're wasting stamina. So it's very important, guys, you note that. Now, the way to tell is anytime you see this EXP button, just click on it. You guys can see exactly where you're at. And it'll actually tell you as well if you've hit the cap. So very, very important, guys. A lot of people don't know that there's an actual cap for this. This is not affected by story mode. This is not affected by side quests. So any side quests will give you EXP above and beyond this, and any allowances will as well too. Now let's actually go and talk about that real quick. Let's talk about allowances because I think that's very important. A lot of people don't understand what a hero allowance is. Before I do that though, another thing, you will have stamina right here that regenerates over time. Never let it hit 240 and let it sit there. Always use it when you can. Doesn't matter if you do times 2, times 1, times 5. Just make sure you use it. Now, for those who are wondering, right over here, this is how you recharge. Do not use this recharge system until you're minimum level 25. You guys can see I have nothing left, but I am level 40, what am I, 47, 48? So do not start using that stamina until you are minimum level 25, okay? Because at that point, you're just wasting it. So do not do that. All right, so now EXP. Once you've hit the cap, the next thing to do, guys, you go to quests here and you do this hero allowance. This is what the hero allowance is. A lot of you guys don't know what this is. It's your battle pass. But this actually gives you experience points outside of the actual required things that you normally do from your day-to-day thing, from commissions and joint stories. So let me explain to you how this works. So one of the hero allowances was to go ahead and reforge an item, right? So we're going to go to one of our characters here. Here, let's go to my character, and we're going to reforge 2 items. You're going to see that EXP will then be applied. So let's go to someone's memories and will. Let's go to Tatsumaki's. Okay, we'll go to her memory and will. We're going to find one that we like. Let's just do this level 9 one since it is level 9. You guys can see this one's already been reforged, right? If I go to it, you can tell by the little arrow icon above there. So if I go reforge again, you can see I can only do one of these items right here. So it's going to cost me 1,440 to reforge this. So I'm going to do that again. And now you guys can see what's been applied. Is Overreaching Brawn or Tiger's Might. Now to check what this is, you can go right over here, the little icon, and find these. So attack, for example, Tiger's Might is going to be grants a damage bonus when there's a shield into effect, right? Which currently she doesn't need a shield. She doesn't have a shield. And then Overreaching Brawn, which looks like it's a performance one. So let's go to Overreaching Brawn under performance right here. Not performance, sorry, mechanisms. And you can find who that belongs to. So Overreaching Brawn, there you guys go. It's biting snakes. So neither of those work for me. I'm going to keep Acute Insight and we're going to go reforge one more time. And then you can see non-combustible and tenacity now are available. So I'm going to click this, save results. If I go back now, you guys can see here, this actually has been now done. And you guys are now going to get yourself 50 team EXP plus your hero commission for your hero allowance increase right there. You saw that? So very important. A lot of people are not completing these. You should be doing every single one of these every single day. All right, guys. So that's how EXP works. Remember, side quests will also give you EXP. So make sure you're doing all of your side quests, guys. All of these should be completed on a daily basis, and make sure you check the available section because every day something brand new might be popping up. All right, guys. So next up, we're going to talk about the actual 7-day SSR chest. Real quick, do yourself a favor. The mystery token quest that you have that you get from Detective Thiessen from the arcade, work on that right away. Collect all of them. If you have not checked it out, every single video has a link to a spreadsheet which will give you guys the location for every single mystery token. Once you've completed that, the next thing you want to do is do the second part of the quest, which is going to take you to the fresh server, which you need to do as well too. And that's going to be a little bit of RNG involved because you have to wait for rain, weather, etc. Once you've completed that, the last 7-day item that you need to complete is going to be getting these TT cards, and you have to have completed all of those tasks beforehand to even get this quest from him. And you also need to be level 40. So you do actually have to grind. Now remember, there's 7 days and 10 hours left to get this SSR chest, so you still have a lot of time to do it, but work on that, especially if you're a brand new player who's just starting. You're on a time crunch now, so you're going to have a limited amount of days. Remember, I put out a day 1 to day 7 full video on every single one of these and how to acquire them. So make sure, guys, the first thing you want to work on is do that. Now, speaking of side quests, a lot of people have been asking me, Payne, how do I find this side quest? How do I get that side quest? So the way side quests work, guys, is based on the characters that you have, characters that you're using, the main story mode that you've completed, and the level that you are. It will unlock different side quests. Now, all side quests are not easily found, though. Some side quests you have to actually look for in the cities that you're in. So make sure you are actually performing some of these things and going through the cities and looking for blue quests. Check out the sewers, check out the forest, check out Riverwalk, check out Civil Park. Go to every single one of these places and look for characters that you have missed out on, okay? It's very important that you do that. Also, never ever miss out on doing these dailies as well. They give a ton of EXP, plus they give you guys rewards. So make sure you do the drink before the performance, for example. Like here, look at this. She gives you food here. She gives you credits, 200 EXP, etc., right? So make sure you're always doing your side quests, guys. I can't stress that enough. It's so freaking important, all right? So that I wanted to make sure everybody understood. Now, the next thing that you always want to do, and I want to make this clear as well too, is not spread yourself thin with your heroes, all right? First piece of advice is do all of your gameplay training progress for every character that you can get, okay? The reason why you want to do this, number one, it teaches you about your character and how to use them, and number two, you're going to get yourself World Silver as well. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is try to get yourself 4 characters with different types. So Assault, Overpower, Technique, and Moral, okay? Or Morale. So try to get yourself 4 of those units, and then after that, guys, it's not bad to start working on mono teams, but make sure you maximize 4 units first for your main team. The reason why it's important, though, to have multiple teams, and do not go for dupes if you're free to play. It's the worst thing you can do. If you are free to play, your goal is to get new characters every single time. Do not pull dupes, because dupes is going to steer you the wrong way. So make sure, guys, that you are in fact not doing that, okay? The next thing I want to say also is eventually mono teams will matter a lot, because when you start doing Maelstrom, which is essentially the end game content to get the best rewards in the game, you are going to need some mono teams and multiple different characters out there. So the first little while, I'd say up to like level 40, focus on 4. Once you're done the 4 and you get your SSR choice chest and you pick who you want, then you start branching out and using your SRs to also boost them in order to take advantage of the buffs that's offered in Maelstrom. So remember to do that, okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the best places to find wills and memories. We were just talking about this a second ago, but the wills and memories, you don't want to ever auto, right? We talked about that, but you also need to start hunting and gathering them as well. The best place currently to farm that for wills is going to be the Abyssal Wanderer arcade. Make sure you go to the arcade, guys. You do this every single day. It resets weekly, and you try to get it done and get as far as you can. Even if you lose, it's still worth it, because you'll get the rewards and you'll get the will from there. The second spot you want to do it on here is going to be the Special Supervisor. There's a simulation device. When you do this device, you're going to have different modes here. You guys can see normal test, morale test, technique, overpower. Make sure you're doing these, guys, because when you do them, you also get yourself rewards along the way. You get credits, you get world silver, you get credits, you also get really good wills here, etc. Right? So make sure you are doing this mode as much as you possibly can, and try to get as far as you can in it. Now, Maelstrom, as I was mentioning a second ago, is a little bit different. There's an actual leaderboard, and you are gifted ranks here based on how much you do. You can see here you also have synergy, so make sure you use this to level up your synergy, and you boost your attack more and boost up your composure. So make sure you guys are going into these modes and taking advantage of them as much as you can. They are weekly resets, and these modes will give you the best rewards in the game. I believe they're all unlocked at level 30 or 30 plus. So if you have not unlocked them, you're probably either missing the quest to do so, or you've just not got far enough in level. Okay, so you guys can see here rewards, for example. I'll just show you real quick. Right here, this is me right here. You guys can see everyone that's currently in the ranks, and then the rewards are provided to you based on how well you do. So the challenge reward number 1, you get yourself some credits, some recruitment tokens, and you get some world silver as well. And then weekly, they'll provide you based on your ranking how much you're going to get here. So for example, for me, I'm going to get the 150 world silver right now. I'm going to get 5,000 credits and 1 token. So very important, guys, to push as much as you possibly can. I'm going to do a little bit more later on this week and push this even further. And remember, synergy technology, you have to level it up in order to do better in this mode. And same thing with Abyssal Wanderer, you also have to level up their techniques there in order to get further in that game. Also, with Abyssal Wanderer, it's the best mode for you to test out new characters, because you can actually choose characters that aren't in your roster and actually play with them in that mode without fear of losing anything that's worthwhile. So absolutely take advantage of that, guys. It's very important to do so. All right, so make sure you're not making that mistake. You should be doing those modes every day. Lastly, I want to talk about the Team Prestige. And this one is very important as well, guys, and some of you guys might be missing this out. The Team Prestige here, you guys can teleport directly to them. You should be doing these dailies every single day and aiming to get as high as you possibly can for the actual reputation, and then buying out the limited tickets and the summon tickets from these reputations as much as you can. Now remember, these are all locked behind levels and missions. So for example, Pro Gamer starts at level 30. You have to do the mission to unlock it. So make sure you're keeping up with all of your missions and your stories in order to take advantage of these. This is the only one that's currently left. It's in progress and coming soon. I'm almost done the actual quest to unlock this, but it won't be unlocked for me until it is ready to go. But make sure you are doing every single daily, every single day. Don't miss out on these. They're great rewards, and you don't want to slack on that. Okay. So one more thing I actually do want to talk about: deployment. So deployment here, a lot of people have been asking about these events. Make sure you are doing them, okay, guys? Especially these special events. These special events will appear as long as you raise your battle tier. After a certain point of raising your battle tier, these will start unlocking, and you can actually take advantage of these and get yourself some pretty decent memories with some luck, and as well as some credits, and also some EXP tokens. So make sure you are taking advantage of this, guys. It is something you should be doing on a daily, and make sure you're filling up all of these slots with characters, and they'll be farming on your behalf. Now, credits I think is the best thing to put here. Don't worry about farming EXP. You'll get EXP in other ways. Credits are always the one thing that everyone complains about. All right, guys, those are pretty much what I want to talk about in terms of the mistakes people are making or not doing. If you have any questions, if you have any comments of things that you want to know about, let me know in the comment section. These are just common knowledge information that I find people are lacking. So I want to make sure I got that out there for you guys so you have the best information possible. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.